What's up guys and welcome back to the channel. My name is Elena and we're back with a new episode of Loki. I'm super excited. This is episode 5. I believe this is the penultimate episode. Meaning that next week is the finale, unfortunately. So far this has been a great series and I can't wait to see how it ends. But yeah, last week was crazy. So much happened. Let's see where to start even. You know that Hunter C20? She was killed by the TVA because she remembered her previous life before the TVA. And Hunter B15 also remembered stuff from her life, which is what led to her switching sides, working with the Lokis and against the TVA. We saw a flashback to Sylvie when she was a child, and we learned that she was not supposed to exist, so her existence in and of itself was a nexus point, and that's why she got taken away. And later she escaped. We saw the timekeepers. We met the timekeepers, and later found out that they were actually fake. Sylvie tossed a sword at one of them, and its head popped off, and it was a robot. So now we know they're fake, but we don't know who created them or who is behind the timekeepers. Is it Ravonna or is it some higher entity? We learned that the two Lokis, so Loki and Sylvie, possibly have a romance going, which is what led to a nexus point on Lamentis, where they escaped. And Mobius learned of, that the TVA had been lying, and he switched sides as well. They got caught by Ravonna, and Mobius was killed, pruned, deleted, whatever, reset. Which was very shocking. Didn't see that coming. Not in that episode, at least. So I wonder, will we see more of him? Is it the last we've seen of him? Yeah, and then in the end there was a fight at the timekeepers stuff, and Loki and Sylvie won, and then Loki was about to say something and he got deleted. What? The main character got deleted from the show. Is he dead? No, he's not dead. He actually woke up somewhere and saw 3 people and a lizard all wearing Loki type clothes. So are they also Loki, like versions of Loki, just like Sylvie? Did they also get deleted, just like, or like arrested and then after that deleted? Very interesting. I want to learn more about that. So without further ado, we should just get into it, right? This episode is long, 50 minutes. I am so hyped. Okay, let's start. We're going to be starting this episode right now. Ooh, the hype. I'm glad for this recap, because in like the second episode, before they went to Rocksmart, Mobius showed this hologram of different Lokis, and he said, we pruned a lot of these guys. So, yeah, they've already deleted a lot of Lokis, so maybe they all congregate in that post-apocalyptic looking area.
This is the void, that's Goliath, and we're his lunch. Come on!
Goliath? What the fuck? What is that? Okay, it's called the Void, huh? And that monster is Goliath? Smoke monster. Kind of like Lost.
I want to know who lied to me.
Same, I want to know too. That looks like the Enterprise. Like the dish part of it.
All I know is I got pruned, and I woke up here, and now I'm surrounded by variants of myself, plus an alligator, which I'm heartbroken to report I didn't even find all that strange. What was your Nexus event, Your Majesty?
I killed Thor.
Well, That'll do it. Yep. Oh, a Thanos helicopter? What? I'm gonna write that down. Hey, Milner. And a mini Thor? What the fuck? Oh! That's one way to do it.
Well, at least my Nexus event wasn't eating the wrong neighbor's cat.
Jesus!
To tell you the truth, I miss my brother, the god of outcasts.
I'm gonna kill Elias, and I could use all the help I could get.
But hey, Sylvie's gonna end up on your doorstep any second.
Monsters. Hello.
What did she just do?
Can you shut the door? We still got a little bit of a
Mobius!
situation here. By the way, you should be careful just jumping into a stranger's car like that.
Oh, does everybody end up here?
I gave you our location in exchange for shelter and supplies.
President Loki.
My throne. About that. My beef-witted, half-faced scrubs? We had a deal!
I am so confused. Are all those army people also Lokis, or are they just pruned people that President Loki conscripted? Oh, okay, that's just stuff going into the void, okay.
See? He's on board.
He's praying. Thinks we're going to die.
And us as, an alligator. It's best not to question it.
Oh, you throw a rock out here, you hit a Loki.
Yes, we're gonna kill Elias.
Oh my god, that was your plan.
Yeah.
And you all went along with it.
I was having my doubts.
All right. How do we get past the guard dog?
I'm going to enchant it.
How? What's the... Oh, Hunter B-15.
Why am I locked in here?
I want you to tell me what drives her.
Killing the timekeepers. So she'll be searching for whomever created them. You just want to find whoever's behind all of this too.
See, they have similar goals.
I mean, TVA had arrested a lot of Lokis, but no, I don't remember an alligator. I mean, who's to say he's even a Loki variant?
He's green, isn't he?
I don't know, he could be lying.
It's cold.
Well, that's nifty.
My pleasure.
Now, what in the hell are those? Sweet shot this. Wait, that ship over there, is that the one from Guardians of the Galaxy?
You're gonna need this on your journey. Go on.
Sweet sword. Awesome.
See you later, Loki.
Ah.
Thank you, my friend. You're my favorite.
That was so sweet. That back there is definitely the ship from Guardians of the Galaxy 1. Where what's his face is on. The bad guy. Ooh! What? Oh my god! He's building Asgard? That's Asgard! What about the kid Loki? This looks amazing. Gotcha. This guy is awesome. If you look past his costume, this is giving me such fucking goosebumps. Oh my god. Is that a portal? Go, go, go before it closes. Now what is that place? It looks so cool. Don't end here. Shit! Oh man, that was so epic, man. Okay, we finished the episode. What? Those last 10 minutes were freaking epic, man. I had goosebumps for like most of it. Wow, this was crazy. I did not see any of this coming. So, where they are was in fact like the void at the end of time, which is so cool. And that monster is called Alioth. It's kind of like a smoke monster from Lost, I would say. But yeah, it's like when people or things get pruned or maybe even hit with a reset charge, that might work as well, right? Then they end up in the void, where you will just be alive until this Alioth thing kills you. Which is pretty dark. Jesus. I always thought that when people get pruned, you just get reset back to where you were on the timeline and then do your thing. But no, that's not even the case. You go to this hellscape where you're like chased by pirates or whatever, or violently murdered by a smoke monster. Jesus Christ. Awesome little Easter eggs though in the void. I saw at the end like this ship from Guardians of the Galaxy. I saw a yellow Thanos helicopter or something. Is that a comics thing? I don't even know. There was like when they went into that bunker, you clearly saw Mjolnir, and right next to it was a little jar with a mini Thor in there, who was still alive and trying to get out, which was really funny. Yeah, and Sylvie tried to escape, I would say, from the TVA. She tried to get some information from Ravonna, but Ravonna wouldn't spill, and she was like, "Well, I want to see Loki again, so I guess I'll just off myself, you know, because she did learn that there was a void where everyone goes after you're pruned, and she was like, well, if I want to see Loki again, I should go there, and then she kind of self-pruned herself, which is very risky. But yeah, she ended up there, almost got killed by the monster, and ran into Mobius, who is somehow still alive. You know, at the end of the last episode, I thought that place was only for pruned Lokis, and I don't know why I thought it, but I suppose everyone ends up there, and Mobius got pruned not very long ago, so it's not unreasonable that he's still alive. And they teamed up. Sylvie, Loki, Mobius were freaking awesome. And it was so cool to see, especially at the end where Mobius went back to the TVA when Loki hugged him. That was so wholesome, guys. Oh my god. And yeah, we learned a little bit more about the other Lokis. So there's this boastful Loki, the one with the hammer and the black suit. Very cool looking dude. There was Kid Loki, who I guess the void was his kingdom or something, or that bunker was his kingdom. I don't know. He had like similar powers to our Loki. I guess he could just summon things or conjure things, which always looks really cool. And then there was classic Loki, the one in the, I assume, comic book costume. And yeah, he could do these amazing. Wait, what did he do in a bunker? He created like a clone of himself to distract those other dudes, while he made our guys invisible or something, and then they ran off, which was pretty cool. And at the end, of course, he summoned the entirety of Asgard, which was awesome. That was so epic, and that guy went out with a bang. Yeah, we have no idea where Kid Loki went, but I assume he went back to his bunker. Speaking of the bunker, when Loki tried to get out of the bunker, he ran into a pretty big group led by another Loki with a very cool outfit and a little badge that said Loki on it. Turns out he's President Loki with an entire army backing him up. I was wondering if that entire army was also an army of Lokis, but I don't think so, even though one of them used a weapon and it seemed to emit like a Loki type of power energy thing. So yeah, and apparently the boastful Loki betrayed our group of friendly Lokis and gave away the location for this bunker to President Loki. And yeah, they just kind of left him there. I don't know who survived that little battle, but I don't think we're gonna go back to the void anytime soon. So at the end of the episode, Loki and Sylvie fought Alioth. They tried to enchant him. They tried to utilize Sylvie's power of enchanting him. They needed like this smoke tentacle to interact with, but she couldn't do it alone. She also needed our Loki's help. And I didn't know that Loki could also do that, but it makes sense that every Loki is the same, so technically they should all have the same powers. I always thought every Loki had their own little unique power. Like Loki's was conjuring and Sylvie's was mind stuff, but I guess every one of them has the potential to do all of it. So yeah, Loki helped with that, and they beat Alioth. And when he dissipated, there was this beautiful portal that opened up, leading to this house with a great sky above it, and it looked amazing. And maybe that's where we'll find the creator of the TVA, the one behind the timekeepers. Or maybe that, they also explained that the void is at the end of time, and Sylvie was like, oh, but yeah, but if it's the end of time, after that moment, a new timeline would start, right? So maybe through that portal is the start of the new timeline or something. And that sounds pretty interesting. Isn't the void also where every branch and timeline comes back together again? So if we do have a multiverse, all the multiverse branches would still come back together in this void, right? So that new timeline would just start out as a singular timeline. But yeah, very awesome. So we only have one episode left, and I'm really wondering where the season is gonna end. I say this so many times, but they could go so many directions with this. I don't think Loki's gonna die at the end of this season anymore. I did think that before, but maybe Sylvie will. I don't think Loki will. But yeah, I also have no clue who this person could be, you know, at that house where they're going to. Is it someone we already know? Is it someone new? Is it like a cosmic entity type thing? You know, is it maybe, oh, wouldn't it be cool if it was like Stanley or something? Oh. But yeah, I have no clue. I just cannot wait for next week. 7 more days. Yeah, that about does it. Oh, I do want to, however, mention that Mobius went back to the TVA to bring it down, and I wonder how he's gonna do that. Will we see that? Is it gonna be a type thing where Loki and Sylvie are here talking to this person in that house, while Mobius is at the TVA fucking shit up? You know, he's probably gonna break Hunter B-15 out. He's probably gonna convince some more people. You know, he was like, oh, the people should know about this. And he's probably gonna do that. And then he'll maybe fight against Ravonna and a little bit of her loyalists or something. And then the whole place might come crumbling down or something. It might implode or whatever. And then maybe everyone gets restored back to the timeline or something. I don't know. Hey, we'll just have to see, okay? So, with that being said, I hope you liked this video. And if you did like it, please leave a like and subscribe and leave a comment. I would love to know what you thought of this episode. What are your predictions for the finale? Oh, and also, seeing as next week is the finale, I'll have an empty spot on Wednesdays, I should say. What do you want me to watch? I have some catching up to do on My Hero Academia. I could start watching Rick and Morty. So there's plenty of options. But yeah, let me know. And with that being said, I just want to say thank you again. And I'll see you next week. Take care, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this episode, please leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I will see you next week. Take care, guys.